Welcome to VAR India News Hour. Emerging technologies to complement the digital transformation. Digital transformation is being built on hybrid cloud architectures as organizations increasingly depend upon distributed IT resources, including multi-cloud, edge, and cloud adjacent storage. Each of these is location sensitive and will perform best in low latency and secure environments. Developing an agile, resilient, and distributed approach requires mastering connectivity and having enough network bandwidth. According to Deloitte, virtually all IT managers are planning to take a best-of-breed approach by distributing workloads across 2 or more clouds to boost resilience and support regulatory requirements. IDC predicts that by 2022, the economy will remain on its digital destiny with 65% of global GDP digitized, driven by that expected $6.8 trillion of direct digital transformation investments for 2020 to 2023. Products, services, and experience that are improved through digitally enhanced features and functions are much more desirable to markets and consumers. By 2023, direct digital technology investments are expected to be over 53% of all ICT investments. In contrast, non-digital ICT technology investments are contracting by 1.4% over the same period as more and more companies accelerate their digital transformation capability build-outs. Given the country's rich network connectivity, cost advantage, availability of skilled labor, low climate risk and strong data protection laws, India is well positioned to serve as a regional data center hub in Asia and likely to attract significant data center investments. We expect demand for data center space requirement to increase by around 15 to 18 million square feet across the major cities in the next 4 to 5 years. New business models are likely to emerge, including co-location services, pay-per-use utility models, build-to-suit, etc. Location and design, easy scalability, security, infrastructure, sustainable practices, and reliable partner are the key determinants for data center demand. In India, a captive data center still has the highest market share. However, the co-location service model is witnessing tremendous growth and is soon expected to be almost equal to captive data. An ambitious incentive scheme worth up to 12,000 crore rupees is in the works to encourage companies to set up data centers in the country. The government is targeting an investment of 3 lakh crore rupees in the next 5 years as part of the hyperscale data center scheme and is planning to provide between 3% and 4% of capital investment as an incentive to companies along with real estate support and faster clearances. Government officials said the vision is to make India a global data center hub and termed the scheme's target as the largest so far in terms of expected investment in the country over a period of just 5 years. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. Sivanakutty criticizes government's move to privatize ISRO. Inaugurating the 39th annual meet of the Indian Space Research Organisation Staff Association, Minister for General Education and Labour V. Sivanakutty has flagged the central government move to open up the country's space sector to private players by calling it dangerous. Any move to throw open the National Space Agency and its facilities, meticulously built over the decades with the taxpayers' money, to capitalist forces in the name of privatization can in no way be justified, he said. The central government has kicked off privatization in the strategically important institution under the pretext of Atmanirbhar Abhiyan. Global M&A activity hits all-time records to top $5 trillion. Global merger and acquisition activity shattered all-time records in 2021. The value of M&A globally topped $5 trillion for the first time ever, with volumes rising 63% to $5.63 trillion, easily surpassing the pre-financial crisis record of $4.42 trillion in 2007. It has also erased the high water mark that was set nearly 15 years ago as an abundance of capital and sky-high valuations fueled frenetic levels of deal-making. Banks want time for card tokenization. The banking regulator has instructed that only card-issuing banks and payment networks are allowed to store customer data from January 1, 2022, and all other entities in the payment chain will have to remove all previously stored data. Most large banks and payment networks like Visa, MasterCard and RuPay of the National Payment Corporation of India are ready to meet the deadline. However, some mid and smaller sized banks are not ready. Some of the card-issuing banks have requested the deadline to be extended. Oracle acquires Cerner. Oracle Corporation announced an agreement to acquire Suner Corporation through an all-cash tender offer for $95 per share or approximately $28.3 billion in equity value. Larry Ellison, Chairman and Chief Technology Officer at Oracle, said, "With this acquisition, Oracle's corporate mission expands to assume the responsibility to provide our overworked medical professionals with a new generation of easy-to-use digital tools that enable access to information via a hands-free voice interface to secure cloud applications." Cerner is a leading provider of digital information systems used within hospitals and health systems to enable medical professionals to deliver better health care to individual patients and communities. Etihad Airways partners with Kyndryl. Etihad Airways has signed a multi-year agreement with Kyndryl, which was spun out of tech giant IBM, to upgrade its IT infrastructure by facilitating the use of cloud platforms. Through a multi-cloud model, Etihad will have seamless access to advanced cloud services and be able to combine the capabilities that each cloud platform provides. This will enable more efficient operations and bring innovation to market at a more rapid pace. Kyndryl will also help migrate and manage Etihad's workloads across the new multi-cloud environment. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.